will they not be cool with a Christian ticket?
That the Muslims will be good, would be home with Christian ticket. Well, let's wait until when we get to the bridge to see whether we can cross it.
No, I'm asking that question
because if you're listen to
you know, based on the north, you know. All right, based on the north, will they be also be okay?
Based on the north, I know.
With the Christian tickets, yes.
Based on the north, Based on the north, I know the north will not be comfortable with Christian ticket, because if you do that, you are completely alienating the Muslims in the north. Simple. So that's it.
Based on you saying that a Christian ticket would alienate the North, using that logic, is that not the same thing you would say that a Muslim ticket would alienate Christian South?
I don't think so.
Why?
We're talking about numbers, as I said. We're talking about numbers. We're talking about numbers. In the northern part of this country, there are more Muslims than the Christians.
So no representation?
Simple. So that's it.
No representation?
And in the wisdom, listen, and in representation?
In terms of fairness in governance?
For the people to decide.
Okay.
What I'm saying, it then left for the people to decide. If you feel Muslim ticket, if the people of this country feel so bad about it, so be it. Let them vote for any party of their choice.
The narrative is already well laid out. Muslim ticket in relation to the present arrangement and the ambition of certain other persons to say that, maybe perhaps to please President Trump and please those who are, complaining about Christian genocide, that President Tinubu should change the Muslim format. What do you think? Anatu Musawa already says, no, that will not make sense whatsoever. Many people support her. Some other people criticize her. Where do you stand within that spectrum?
Well, I stand with my party, actually, because these decisions are for the parties and the candidates. So if in the wisdom of our party and our president is to go with another Muslim, so be it. And if he decides to go with the Christians, so be it. And you remember that our party also has warned, has also spoken to us, people that have interface with the media, not to speculate, at least on the Vice President, Kashim Shettima. But whether the Muslim or non-Muslim, it's important. That's really, time will tell, and it's a political decision which either party can take. If a party decides to go Muslim or Christian, is absolutely a political decision which will be done at the time when things are up. Which means we as a party will decide whether to go along with Muslim is the best for us.
Mr. Ali, your position is like saying nothing. We just said that, a minister of the Federal Republic, Anatu Musawa, said this. The question, if I may rephrase it, is that do you agree with her in terms of what she said? Don't say, I'm a party man, what party decides. What's your own opinion? You can then say you are not dictating to the party, but this is what you think. Not saying anything party does is okay. We are not in a parliamentary system. I want your opinion, not...
Well, exactly. Well, whatever my opinion will be, it will be subjective, because whether I go for... as I said, it is absolutely the decision of the party and the candidate. And in my opinion, the numbers will be looked at, whether to fill in a Muslim or a Christian. I mean, the numbers are there to show. Whether in the northern part of the country there are more Muslims is absolutely without doubt. There are more Muslims in the northern part of the country. So any party can decide to either pick a Christian. But, I mean, if it goes in terms of numbers, certainly there are more Muslims in the north, which means it will be best for the party to take a Muslim if, from the northern part of the country.
All right, that's interesting because if you recall in the 2020 or in the lead up to the 2023 election, there was a big debate around the Muslim tickets because traditionally what you would have for fair representation across board would be a Muslim Christian ticket for that role. Do you think that, as Honorable Musawa has said, if it's either that or nothing at all, it would have political consequences? And this was echoed by former Senate leader, Senator Ali Ndume, who said that if President Bola Tinubu ignores the grumblings of the North, it would have political consequences. Do you agree with this? And how do you think the APC, especially under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, can work to engender goodwill in the North?
The first question you should ask: are the Christians still complaining? Are the Christians feeling shortchanged with the Muslim ticket? And I'm sure it's no, because I mean, all the fears that the Christians had, has been alleviated. I mean, certainly this government has got nothing to show on the ground that it's favoring the Muslims over the Christians. So I think the Muslim ticket can still fly with the APC.
No, but the other part around the grumblings of the North, and this has come up consistently. Senator Ali Ndume made this statement again on our primetime show on the Rise News just on Wednesday. What do you think about that?
No, what did he say? I just came back this morning into the country.
No, I'm telling you that he said there are grumblings. Can you tell me what did he say? That he said that there are grumblings in the North.
What did he say?
That there are grumblings in the North, and that the APC cannot afford to ignore the grumblings because it would have political consequences come 2027. Do you agree that there are grumblings in the North, and how can APC better work?
Well, certainly, if there are grumblings in the North, it is worth looking at. Certainly, if the Muslims in the North are not comfortable with it, that will not be done. Certainly. Because in terms of the numbers, we're talking of the numbers, and this is a political decision.
Are there grumblings in the North? Is what I should ask. Do you agree? Because you're just saying certainly if are there grumblings in the North? You're from the North. Do you agree with him that there are grumblings in the North? I'm not only from the North, I'm a Fulani man. Grumbling, what do you mean grumbling over a Muslim or grumbling over a Christian? That they're not.
Yes, there are more Muslims in the North. So listen to me. Certainly if you drop a Muslim for a Christian in the North, there'll be a problem. Certainly. That's because of the numbers. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
But about grumbling, I don't know. But I'm telling you that if you replace a Muslim with a Christian, a Northern Christian, there will be a problem. Yeah.
Okay. So two things. Number one, definitely a lot of Christians are not happy. And we are seeing it in the massive kidnappings and attacks on Christians. And that's why the conversation about Christian genocide has been on. It's as if there's a direct attack on ECWA churches. Goodness me, I don't know how many ECWA churches have been attacked. 177 people in Kaduna recently from different churches. All sorts of activities and atrocious activities. Christians are complaining. And they also mute the conversation about a Muslim ticket. Hence the conversation about balancing out the tickets. So those concerns are valid. But let me stretch it also further by asking you, will the North be cool with a Christian ticket?
Okay, now three things. You ask now the first one about attack on echo churches. I take exception to generalizing the Muslims are arranging these things. It's not true. Those kidnapping the churches or people in churches.
I'm sorry, Mr. Farouk.
They do not represent Islam.
Mr. Farouk Ali,
but they do not.
Mr. Farouk Ali, with due respect, you need to apologize to me. Can you tell me anywhere I said just now that Muslims are arranging these things? I never said so. So when you say you take exceptions to what I didn't say, I deserve an apology because you misquoted me right in my phrase.
Okay. Okay. I apologize for that.
Very well.
But I also want you to, I apologize for that. But I also put it to you that these things are not, if anybody thinks Muslims are arranging these things, it's not true. It's got nothing to do with Muslims. It's got nothing
to do with Muslims. And
yes.
I repeat it, it's got nothing to do with
exactly.
Muslims. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then, secondly, whether the Muslims will be good, will be home with Christian ticket. Well, let's wait until when we get to the bridge to see whether we can cross it.
No, I'm asking that question
Christian, because if you're listen to
you know, based on the north, you know. All right, based on the north,
based on the north, based on
will they be also be okay?
Based on the north, I know.
With the Christian tickets, yes.
Based on the north, based on the north, I know the north will not be comfortable with Christian ticket, because if you do that, you are completely alienating the Muslims in the north. Simple. So that's it.
Okay.
Okay. Another thing that Senator Ali Ndume made, apart from saying there will be consequences in the north depending on the kind of electoral choices that the party will make ahead of 2027, he said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been held hostage by some persons who do not know Nigeria beyond the Ikoyi and Victoria Island, and who do not understand grassroots politics, and that he cannot, condemn President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Better he's surrounded by a group of advisors who are, whose knowledge of Nigerian politics stopped in Ikoyi and Victoria Island, and that when they are not in Ikoyi and Victoria Island, they are going to London or going to the US. Do you agree, as a party member?
Yeah, you see, these kind of things were also alluded when Buhari was in government. A lot of people said that Buhari surrounded himself with people who don't know anywhere. So that is the opinion of my friend Ali Ndume. I don't think so. I think there are so many people around the president who are not from Ikoyi and Victoria Island. I mean, I can name a lot of them. But of course, he has people that are working with him that he knows more than other people. And as a president of Nigeria, you cannot be said to be, leading the country with just few people. And I'm sure President Tinubu is not doing that. There are people across the country that help him to govern this country.
All right, sir. I just have a question quickly, just based on your statement response to Rufai. Based on you saying that a Christian ticket would alienate the North, using that logic, is that not the same thing you would say that a Muslim ticket would alienate Christian South?
I don't think so.
Why?
We're talking about numbers, as I said. We're talking about numbers. We're talking about numbers. In the northern part of this country, there are more Muslims than the Christians.
So no representation.
Simple. So that's it.
No representation.
And in the wisdom, listen, and in representation,
in terms of fairness in governance,
for the people to decide.
Okay.
What I'm saying, it then left for the people to decide. If you feel Muslim ticket, if the people of this country feel so bad about it, so be it. Let them vote for any party of their choice.
So, the Minister of Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy, Madam Anna Tumusawa, in your recent podcast with Sheon Kibaloye, you made this statement, which I don't comprehend. I can't really understand. You said, dropping Northern Muslim from presidential ticket could hurt APC. Madam, please, what do you mean by that statement? To me, I want to believe you are talking to your political, folks, elite in the far northern part of Nigeria. You are not talking to us as a country, or you are not talking to Nigerians, because we don't understand that statement. Are you telling us that we should continue with Muslim tickets? Is that what you're telling us? Now, the president wants to take that step, the bold step, to actually do the right thing and correct the mistakes of Muslim ticket rubbish. You are now telling us that if APC take that step, it will affect the success of next year election. It will not affect a shit. It will not affect anything. And before you even came on this podcast, I've made a video on this one, watch it. I have a message for these two guys up here, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and His Excellency Peter Obi. Number one is this: President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, look, your next year presidential pension, election next year pension, will not work. Do you know why? If you come up with this Muslim ticket that you initiated in the first place, you were the one that brought this Muslim ticket nonsense that destroyed our political structure in this country. that destroyed our political system in Nigeria. Okay, I will drop the link under the comment section. We here at the southern part of Nigeria, we are fully against it. Even the middle belts, they are against it. We don't want it. So let the president do the right thing. Because if you try to go on with that Muslim ticket, we will campaign against him. We will campaign in a manner that APC will not like it. Okay, so all these things people are just trying to do will not work. Telling us that the fan notes actually determine larger percentage or success of our election in Nigeria is not correct. That's pure lie. And this is your report on the Punch. Let me read it out. The Minister of Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy, Anna Tumusawa, has warned that All Progressive Congress risk undermining its chances in the 2027 general election if it drops a northern Muslim from presidential from President Bola Tinubu's re-election ticket. So Musawa made this remark during recent episodes of Mike on Show with journalist Seun Okibaloye, amid growing speculation that the ruling party may consider altering the Muslim ticket adopted in 2023 presidential election. So according to the minister, removing Shetima or replacing him with a non-northern Muslim running mate. Do you hear that? Let me say it again. Removing Shetima or replacing him with a non-northern Muslim running mate will pose a serious political challenge for the APC. That's a lie. That's not correct. We don't want Muslim tickets again. And look, what do you take us for in this country? I mean, Christian do no longer matters in this country. Are you telling us that we don't have a say again? And I don't even know what is our Christian leaders. I mean, our leadership in Christianity. What are they doing? Why this grave silence? Why northern clerics? Political leaders, they are talking and agitating for Muslim ticket. The Christians are sleeping. Where is the can? Where is PFA? Why are you people silent over this matter? And this is how the agenda has been pushed. And when we talk, they will say we are Islamophobia. Are you okay? Madam, I want to know whether you are okay that we should continue with Muslim ticket. Muslim ticket will not work. And look, the North should better be careful with this nonsense they are pushing to us here. It will set this country on fire. I think this is one of the reasons why US attacked Nigeria the other time, because they are not comfortable with this Muslim ticket nonsense. Are you telling us that we Christians in this country, we are no longer matters? Is that what you're telling us? You are pushing this agenda to us and you want to establish it in this country. We cannot take it. And again, I want to call out the Christian leaders and the umbrella body of the Christianity in Nigeria. What are you guys doing? Are we just sitting down? You are in grave silence. You are not talking about this thing. Under our nose, all this thing is being pushed by other religion and they are being imposed on us. You are there in your church preaching. What are you preaching? If you cannot use your voice to agitate for the, good cause of Christianity in Nigeria, then what are we talking about? If you allow this thing to be repeated again, this Muslim ticket, that means Christianity in Nigeria is nothing but a joke. Yes.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. Honestly, I don't really know what's the problem of these northerners we live in this country. And these people always talk about Nigeria being one and ensuring that nobody divides Nigeria. They speak about it on a daily basis, and if there's any atom of talk or external influence or talk about dividing Nigeria, they'll set up their ring light and start making press statements. But look at the way they think and look at their myopic thinking faculty about Nigerian politics. They think as though Nigeria belongs to them. They think as though they are the gatekeeper of Nigeria. They think as though without them, Nigeria cannot move forward. They think as though without them in the picture, there is no way anything can be made or any decision can be made in this country. Does it make any sense? If we are talking about the North, are you referring to the northeast or the far north, or where you people think you can have your control over, or is this not you're talking about inclusive of the middle belt? Because the middle belt don't subscribe to this whole shenanigans of you people always trying to muzzle your way into achieving and getting everything you want at all times. It's not making any sense, and it's not going to make sense if you're saying that the North are not going to be comfortable with the Christian ticket, and yet you still feel that Christians in the North are going to be play this are going to continue to be playing the subserviency role, so that they can just subscribe to anything the Muslim people in the North feels about Nigerian politics at all times, then I think you're a joker, because like this is 21st century, man, and we are not supposed to be talking about religion in this dispensation again, but you guys always want to like kind of front religion in everything you do. You believe that your religious ideology comes first before humanity, comes first before everything. We are talking about the development of Nigeria here. If we are one of the best brain as a Christian coming from the north, why can't he become the running mate? We are saying this because nobody is sure who is going to be the president, who is going to come as a president, but all odds favors the current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that's the reason why most Nigerians are concerned about this.